we're here to talk today about what it's been like owning a Habitat home for the past 16 years. So before we get started here, let's all introduce ourselves. So Chris and Tammy, let's start with you guys.
Absolutely. I'm Christopher Pruess. This is my wife, Tammy.
Hello.
And then we have your children here. So we have Sarah, Audrey, and John. Thank you guys so much for agreeing to talk with me today.
My last voice anymore.
What's that?
She got married.
She has a new last name.
Oh, okay. So let's start at the beginning. So Chris and Tammy, what led you guys to apply for a Habitat home?
Well, we moved to New Braunfels, and housing in New Braunfels, even back when we moved here in 2000, was really, really hard to find anything. The only thing that we could find that would allow us to move here would be, we found a trailer house, and the trailer house was in really rough shape. The reason that we bought it is because the owner was willing to sell it. So, I mean, we moved into it as soon as we could, and we fixed it up. We did the best that we could with it, but it just was, it was just a substandard house that we were living in. We had 3 children now, and a 2-bedroom, 1-bath mobile home. And anybody that has small kids knows that that's a recipe for disaster. You have to be able to have a bathroom, you know what I mean, for the kids, and bedrooms for the kids, and things like that. So that's what led me to apply for the program, and we're thankful that we did.
Awesome. Cool. So what was the building process like for you guys? What do you remember from that and working with volunteers and actually building your home?
I remember going out there all the time.
Yeah.
Out there all the time, cleaning up. Dad would take us out there on the weekends, and he would make us go pick up sticks and stuff just to like clear out the lot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, pick up trash and stuff.
Yeah. And so this was 16 years ago. So you guys were just little kids, right?
Well, Sarah was 10, Audrey was 6, and Jonathan was just turning 4. So they were still very, very young. And at that time, we were actually able to go out there on the Sundays after the build days on Saturdays, and they were able to get hours for cleaning up. That's how they could help, because they wanted to help with the hours. So at that time,
as well as their grades too,
as
from
well
school.
as their grades. So
right. Yeah.
I mean, it was really neat. The building process is fantastic. I worked with my dad for years, and we would build houses and stuff like that. So I had a rough idea of carpentry and things like that. But to tell you the truth, the experience that I got from working with Habitat for Humanity and the wonderful people like Jim Landrick, God rest his soul, and you know, Jerry, they just taught me so much more.
oh, that was one of the pictures.
Yep.
Great. Yeah. So after you actually built your home and you went to closing, what was it like for y'all moving into your brand new house?
It was actually 16 years ago this month when we moved into our house.
That's right.
Exactly 16 years to this month. It felt weird getting out of that situation into a house where the girls had their own rooms and Jonathan had his own room, and we actually had space in a backyard to play in, a safe place for them to play, and not have to worry about, 35 was just right there. So, I mean, it's huge difference.
Yeah.
It was
What's that?
It was out of the flood zone.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the flood waters used to come up to the back door of the porch and in the trailer that we were at, because it was right there across from Walmart.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's a big difference. And Sarah and Audrey and Jonathan, what do you guys remember about growing up in this home? What did it mean for your childhood?
We could have friends over, which was really cool. We had kind of our own space. Like, her and I have always been really close, so we've kind of always shared everything. So sharing a room was like no big deal to us, but it was awesome because it was big enough that we still had our own, like, I guess, space.
Yeah.
I just remember being able to invite friends over and, like, I don't know, we could play in the backyard, and I don't know, my mom had a big kitchen she could cook in, and we had a big living room, and it was fun.
Yeah, awesome. And John, what did the home do for you?
Well, mean, it was nice to kind of run around in the backyard a lot, you know?
Mhm.
I remember the old house, couldn't do that. There was a bush in the backyard, you know, and that was about it, really. Here, I'll say that, you know, run around it. But, yeah, it's good.
Cool. Great. And so what is your favorite memory in your home? Is it the holidays? Is there something in specific, or what would you say stands out to you when you think about home?
I think it's just, go ahead, Sarah.
Mine were Christmases.
Christmas.
Christmases were cool. We got a real tree, and Popel used to bring us boxes of cereal for Christmas. That was, sorry, good memories of our grandpa.
Yeah, awesome.
Nice.
That is a special memory, actually, because my dad helped build this house, and he's no longer with us
He
now.
passed
But
away in May, so it's very
Oh,
special to us.
Yep.
Bringing our grandson home for the first time to this house
yes,
was amazing because, I mean, it just,
in fact, he took his first steps here.
he took his first steps
Said
here,
his first word.
words here.
wow.
Reminiscent because my parents brought me to my dad's first home, and then I brought my son to my parents' home for the first time. It was just like
Yeah.
brought him home. So it's kind of funny.
That's awesome.
I should say. What about you, Audrey? What? Your favorite memory in the house?
Oh, yeah. No, I would definitely say holidays, like birthdays, Christmas, all that stuff. Just seeing how many people we could fit in.
Fit in the house, yes.
That was pretty funny.
And we could get maybe 30 or 40 in here, all standing, but we were able to get a lot of people in here.
This is
yes.
pre-COVID, of course.
Pre-COVID, I was about to say.
Pre-COVID, of course.
Remember those days?
Yes.
Cool. And so let's
And
talk a little bit
There's my
about.
Uh-oh.
Oh my goodness! Hello.
That's the little guy right there. It's okay.
Say hi.
Hello.
You are so crazy. Hey, can you go play in your room? Can you go play in your room for me?
Yeah.
Please?
He sees Papa, that's
It's
what it
okay.
is. That's okay, sweetheart.
Okay. So let's talk about your mortgage payoff. So in July, you guys actually completed paying on your Habitat home. So you officially are Habitat homeowners. How does that feel?
It feels wonderful.
It feels wonderful. We had a goal that we wanted to pay it off before the 20 years, before we turned 50. That was our goal, that we wanted to do that before we were 50. And so we made it by a few months. Well, about 6 months for him. So, but you know, we just made a goal, it was going to happen. And so I didn't think it was going to be this soon, but I'm glad that it.
Things worked out, the stars aligned, and we were able to do it.
Yeah. I mean, congratulations. That is such a big.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Of course. And so now, as having paid off your mortgage and having gone through the program, and we have multiple generations coming through your home and all these memories to think back on, what would you say to someone who is in need of a decent place to live and is thinking about applying to Habitat's home program?
I would say go for it. You know, a shot never taken is never achieved. And so, I mean, if you never try, you'll never make it. My best advice would be to, you know, put in everything that you can to the program. But when you do it, dedicate yourself to it and see it through, all the way through.
Right.
We know some, in fact, our neighbors were Habitat, you know, owners as well, and they didn't make it. So you have to have a goal set and dedicate yourself to it. Put everything that you can into it and stay with the program.
And Habitat is a great program to be with.
Wonderful.
So.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for talking with me today. I really appreciate it. Congratulations again on.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. We'll see you.
Okay.
Running.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All
Okay,
right.
thank
Sounds
you.
good. Thank you so much. Take care.
Bye.
Oh, really?